Hey everyone, thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you like my witch's hat. It is the season, after all. Season of the witch, woo! Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Summer's Edge by Dani Melly. I don't know how much of a review this is going to be, as well as, because it might just be me just gushing. Like lots of gushing about how much I love this book, but I'll tell you why. So I'll try to make it a very nice, comprehensive review for you guys today. So, to begin, the book itself markets itself as I Know What You Did Last Summer meets Haunting of Hill House. I work at a bookstore, and I use that tagline when I'm marketing it to customers because it nails it 100%. Saying it's I Know What You Did Last Summer meets Haunting of Hill House. When you read the book, you're like, oh my god, that is the perfect combination, and it works so well for the story itself. I mean, it really did capture the essence of both of those two together, honestly. And I love Haunting of Hill House, not just the Netflix show. I love Shirley Jackson's story, Haunting of Hill House. I loved it so much that when I read it in college, in the Gothic course, because of course I would take a course on Gothic literature. Surprise, surprise. I went out and I bought a bunch of Shirley Jackson stuff because I had also read The Lottery and The Haunting of Hill House. So absolutely love Haunting of Hill House. And I think what Melly does really well is she captures the Shirley Jackson element as well as the Netflix element to bring this book to life. I mean, it is so on point with that eerie, unsettling, atmospheric edge. And it puts you, the reader, on edge because what Melly did was she separated the book into 3 acts, right? You've got Act 1 following Chelsea, you've got Act 2 following Kennedy, and then you have Act 3 following Emily. Now, Emily died the year before, right? That's a synopsis of the book. She died in a fire at the lake house the year before. So when we pick up the story, it's Chelsea, and she's reminiscing. She's like, this damn lake house, put back together brick by brick. Doesn't even look like a fire touched it. But a year ago, Emily died here. She died in this house at this lake house in a fire, right? And slowly a lot of eerie, unsettling things start to happen as the story unfolds. And for Chelsea, she's like, oh my god, Emily's ghost is recreating last summer. Oh my god, she's gonna kill us all. Oh my god, I have to solve her death. It wasn't a murder, wasn't an accident. According to Emily's twin brother Ryan, there's more to the story. Cut to Act 2, right? We're following Kennedy. And this is where the story really, really, really starts to get that haunting element. We get to see the ghost. We get a little bit more backstory on the lake house. We get a little bit more intrigue as to why Kennedy is the way she is. And really another viewpoint on the dynamic of these friends. The friend group dynamic is tempestuous, let's just say that. You know, there's a lot of tension there. Are they friends? Yes. But why? You know, as you're reading the story, you're just like, you guys are all toxic for one another. Why are you friends? You know? And you're really understanding the depth of their relationship and the depth of their friendship and why they are still friends at their core. And that's important. It is important for the progression of the story to understand these characters and to understand the secrets that are beginning to come alive, the mystery that's beginning to come alive, and that haunting feeling that's beginning to come alive. So we're seeing everything just fall into place. But it does leave you with a note of confusion, because when I got to the end of Act 2, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? What is happening? What's going on? Like, I was jaw-dropping confusion. I'm like, I need to read this last act. Cut to Emily. And it's 3 different summers, mind you. You've got present day, 2 years before the previous year, you know. So Chelsea is present day, Kennedy is 2 summers before, and Emily is the previous summer, where everything literally burst into flames and someone died. So you're reading Emily's, and you're just like, what the fuck? Pardon my language, what the fuck is going on right now? And you're seeing all the pieces line up together. And you're just like, oh my god, things from part 1 start to make sense. Things from part 2 are falling into place. And it's just like bam, 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 bam. I read this book in a night. I bought it because I'm just like, this is me at work. I'm just like staring at the book. I'm like, I want to read this book. Do I want to buy it though? I don't know. Like, I was on the fence for a while, and then I just caved and bought it. You know, I work at Barnes & Noble. I get 40% off. Why not? Bought it. Read it in a night. It was so funny. The next day, I looked at my husband when he came home from work, and I'm just like, hey, honey, you remember that book I bought? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I finished it? He's like, you just bought that book. I'm like, it was really good. I couldn't put it down. I'm sorry. So I really couldn't put it down. I read it in a night. It was so good. I could not put it down. I mean, Melly did an exceptional job of putting the pieces together. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, this book. It's a giant jigsaw puzzle. And you're working from the outside in, right? You know, you're working from the outside and you're trying to put all the pieces together, and slowly and surely they're coming together. So when you get to the ending, when you get to that jaw-dropping revelation, you're like, oh my god. It makes you want to read the story over again to try to find those itsy-bitsy little pieces that would hint to this ending, but I don't think there are, you know? I think that Melly did such an exceptional job with building the arc of the story, with building the pacing of the story, I thought it was so well done, honestly. I personally did. I loved it. Loved it. Again, I read it in a night. I devoured it. I couldn't put it down. It's just one of those books that just sticks with you. Like, I remember everything so vividly. And mind you, I'm a little behind on my reviews right now. So I probably read this book 2.5, maybe 3 weeks ago. And it's still so vivid in my memory. Because, oh my god. You go from Chelsea to Kennedy to Emily. And then you have your epilogue. And you're just like, what in the heck happened here? That was me. That was me when I was reading it. But it was so well done. It was so well executed. I absolutely thought that this is one of those books I was just like, oh, no. That's how it left me. And it was just like, it was well done. It was really well done. For me, by my perspective, I thought the characterization was good. I do think the character dynamics were well done. I liked the pacing. I liked the misdirection. I liked that there was this little hint of confusion that made you eager. It wasn't... Part 2 leaves you confused at the end, and you're just like, what the hell? But it's not a put off form of confusion. It makes you want to read more. It makes you want to solve what is going on here. Because it just, the way it ended and the way the story, part 1, began, you're just like, wait a second, those don't match. Again, puzzle pieces. You're trying to put the puzzle pieces together and you're like, you don't fit here. And then you're just looking for the right pieces that fit and you have to finish reading. And then it makes sense. And it was just so well done and it was so well executed and I love it so much. I do love this book. I bought it. I own it. It's mine. But I do also like tell customers, especially because it is the season for spooky reads, right? I tell them this is a book. Haunting of Hill House means I know you last summer. Perfect. It has the eerie atmosphere. It has that haunting feeling. It has that just what the heck going on kind of feeling. It was mysterious and haunting and eerie. It was all the good things that make a young adult suspense thriller work. And it worked very well. And wow, it was just kind of like, what the hell kind of read. But it was a good one, and I really liked it. So, if it's going to be any surprise to you guys, I'm going to go ahead and give Summer's Edge 5 out of 5 stars. Really well done, really well executed. This was just me gushing about it, wasn't it? More than it was a review. But don't you just love when a book just leaves you like, I need more of this in my life. That's how it made me feel, like, I need more of it, I need more. If I had more time, I would probably reread that book again and again and again every year. Really well done book. So 5 out of 5 stars. I will include links in the description below for where you can purchase the book. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to Sin's Workshop and share with all your book-loving friends. You can also become a supporter on Buy Me a Coffee. Links to all my social media, my Buy Me a Coffee, and where to purchase the book will be in the description below. On that note, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy reading!